Ian,
What? Huh? What?
Ian,
Huh?
we got this like spoiler cast thing to do.
Yeah,
You want
there's
to
a
do it?
thing to do.
Yeah, we got like important business to discuss.
Yeah, you
Stop
got to
playing
put that
your
away.
stupid fucking.
Metroid. There's
Who is
Metroid to play.
what is Metroid? What is Metroid?
There's Metroids to play. I mean,
It's
look.
Look at the Chinese.
Hang
a
on.
stupid
Goddamn.
game.
No, it doesn't work.
The stupid game.
It's not. Fuck you. Steady's already finished it, so get on her level, cuz.
La di fucking da.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Late Night Enforcers. We are so professional.
Mhm.
This is. Are we gonna episode this, or are we just gonna?
I wouldn't say this is an episode. I mean, the plan tonight is to talk about Thor Ragnarok. Dropped last weekend. Fiend has seen it twice because he's a homie and he came with me.
Jeez.
And he's a super fan. He was an outstanding date. He did not put out on the first date.
Fuck
Going to
that.
throw that out there for any
I
ladies
did.
that are
Tisk,
looking at
tisk.
it.
I did put his meat in my mouth, though.
I mean, this is true. He waited until the end of the movie though, so we were focused on the movie
I wanted
for
to
you, the viewer.
enjoy the movie, and then I wanted to enjoy the meat in my mouth.
I get.
Movie, then refreshments.
Ah.
I mean,
That's why we go to iPick in Allen/Fairview, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we go there.
expensive, stupid posh ass.
It is expensive as fuck. Wait, I mean, come on.
Pool tables all on. Look, I'm
It's-
not gonna review
It's
this
a bar,
place. You want to talk about fucking pretentious movie theater? Let's go to iPick.
right? No, I mean, like, it's a super fancy place. There's no doubt about it. The only reason that I go there though is because I don't see movies. I don't go to the theater very often. It's close to my house, and the seats are comfy, and the food and the drinks are good. So
You like the
fuck it,
blankets?
I actually don't use the blankets because I don't want to go to sleep during a movie. I'm not going to pay $37 to sit in the fancy seats and buy the food and basically go to a restaurant type dinner and go to sleep during a movie. It's not going to happen. Nope.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because especially with the way that I ended up at the movie that morning, I would have fallen asleep if I had put one of those blankets over me. It was one of these things where we kind of talked about it the day before about meeting up and going to see the movie. Never really concreted it. And so
Did
I
you
went to.
really make plans? I just blew you up in the morning.
Who needs plans?
Yeah, so that's the thing
Yeah.
is we kind of talked about it the day before, and then I wake up at like I think it was 11. I look at my phone and I got like 14 fucking messages from him. That's like, so hey, we gonna do this? Hey, you gonna go see the movie? Hey, we gonna hang out? Hey, you better be here. Hey, I already bought the tickets. Hey,
Stage 5 clinger was in effect.
I guess you're gonna just wake up and drive right over here. So I literally woke up,
Well-
threw the dog in the fucking cage. I gave her enough time to maybe piss, and then hopped out the house and drove out to Allen.
And I'm surprised he wasn't waiting at your front door.
I almost did.
That would have been nice, a ride to the movie.
Yeah, right
You
in
know,
the movie.
if you're gonna talk about me being a date next time, motherfucker, you better pick me up. That's all
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Gotta
I
be
mean,
courteous.
You are the one with the right. I mean, you got to be courteous to the female with the nice hair and the weird amount of facial hair for a female.
Isn't it sad that Ryan can only get the bearded lady? Just throwing that out there. You wanna talk some shit.
I'm just. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you drinking anyway?
Mm. Oh, excuse me. I am drinking Lakewood's Holiday Bonus because, I'm not getting that this year. It's actually one of their festive porters that comes out every year around this time, and I don't chase it because they make a lot of it. But when I see it, I'm gonna pick up a 6-pack at least once a year.
You don't go after like the pumpkin.
No. Did I
Interesting.
do a podcast with the pumpkin? I don't think I did.
Mm.
No, you streamed while drinking it.
Oh,
Like you streamed a game. I don't remember what game it was, but you were drinking. It was like August.
yes, it was.
Yeah, it was like August, and that's when you got your stash began of pumpkin stuff, and you streamed with that. But I don't think you did a podcast because the last podcast with Fun Beer you did was the Spice of Beer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you should get that again.
Yeah, I should. And then
Yeah.
I'll bring it out to the next movie night, and all you motherfuckers will drink it.
Sounds good.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Maybe I'll just go get the ghost pepper one that comes in a bottle slightly smaller than this.
No balls. Yes.
And-
Yes.
And is hot as fuck.
And I'll bring the camera. Yeah.
The best fail video I've ever seen is these two girls that are like, "Oh, we're gonna have the Southern Carolina Reaper pepper. It's gonna be great. We're gonna put it up on Facebook and YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe." And then they fast forward to the end of it, and one of them's like sitting there with like an aspirator, like, "I can't breathe." And then the moms are all walking around. It's like, "This is not fucking good. This is not fucking good." It's like, it's a fucking pepper, idiot. Calm down, relax, zen yourself. Yes, it fucking sucks, but
I've
you'll
seen
make
people
it through it.
Yeah, I've seen people smoke that shit out of bongs.
Are you talking about the guy that also had the habanero pepper sauce
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the bong water?
yeah.
That fucker, dude. Oh my god. Ooh. And I like it too because he was like, "I gotta go to the hospital. How am I gonna explain this?" And he gets up and walks off frame.
We digress. Yeah, Thor. So I liked it. I mean, if you sub to the channel and you've watched videos and stuff, you saw Fiend's go up, and you saw mine go up like a solid day later. Cause yeah, that's
See, the
lazy.
fucked up thing is you sat in that car for so long. I was able to leave first to the point where I actually backed up. It was raining when we left the movie theater.
Yeah.
Do not try to climb up in my lap. I backed up, looked behind you, rolled down my window, and was like, boom, and then drove off, thinking you're in there filming your dumbass, but no.
No, I don't know why. Oh, I know why I didn't. My phone was dying. And I can plug it in and charge it, but if I plug it in and charge it, all the audio is going to come through my speakers, and it's bad. So, yeah, that's why I didn't. Whatever. But I really liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was funny. I thought there were points throughout the movie where like there was not a lot of continuity of the story, but overall I enjoyed the experience. I do feel like it was mostly a joke movie though. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I agree. It was to be honest with you, the way it initially felt. It now let me throw this out there. I too enjoyed the hell out of it, or I wouldn't have seen it twice. Hell, I even joked with a guy at work a couple of days after I saw it. I was like, "Man, I might go check that thing out again because I don't want to wait for it to come out on Blu-ray." And then Ryan was all like, "Well, come see the movie with me. I need a date, but I'm lonely or nobody likes me." And so, I really like
That
the
is
movie, but
exactly what I said verbatim.
yeah. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I intentionally take a drink when it's my turn to talk. I'm sorry. That's shitty of me. Lakewood Brewery. So I really liked it, but it is one of these things where this movie kind of to me seemed a lot like they wanted to catch that lightning in the bottle of Guardians of the Galaxy for a different franchise, I guess, series, whatever the hell you want to call it. They wanted to give it that weird goofiness, to kind of, "Oh, you remember this song? Because we play it like 3 times in the movie. Because there's no other Led Zeppelin song about Valhalla."
And if you didn't notice, Thor and Hulk like have this weird bromance. We like to fight each other thing. I don't know if you. I mean, was it Avengers 1?
Yeah, it was one. Yeah.
And every subsequent Avengers movie, like Ultron, when he Yeah, no, because Hulk punches him when they're on Sokovia. It was when they're on Sokovia. right, like right before they get started.
Does he? Because I mean, I
Mhm.
remember the punch when they ride the giant space serpent down to Earth, and then he just goes bam and throws him like off of the thing. But I
He
guess I
does
don't.
it again. Yeah, he does it again in Ultron, and then in this one they get to I legitimately I was looking forward to the fight in the arena because that was the big setup for the trailer for the initial like release trailer, the teaser, and I was like, yes, this is gonna be great, and it was hilarious. And then when they really fought and got in it, I was like, ooh, finally, like Thor gets to be Thor and not like he finally gets to be the fucking god of lightning that he's supposed to be and not just I'm a Marvel superhero and I'm super durable and I can
Oh
punch
yeah,
people. He fucking like almost puts the Hulk through the arena.
yeah.
He hit him with his own hammer and spun him around the wall, like he drug through the wall and took off half the wall in the process. Granted, I mean it's the Hulk. What's that really going to do to him? But dramatically, visually, it was a great spectacle. Um,
There
I
is a
feel
reference as well. I'm sorry. There
no,
is
no,
a
no.
reference to the second Avengers movie. Obviously there's going to be multiple because this is the first time Hulk has now been in a movie since Age of Ultron. Like he skipped out on Civil War. That was it. So I guess same with Thor. It is one of these things where they make a lot of references to is it Natalie? Natasha's. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Natasha's relationship with Bruce Banner in it, as
Hmm.
far as like in Age of Ultron, she's got like this weird mumbo jumbo voodoo woman manipulating kind of way that she's able to calm him down and get him to transforminate back from being the Hulkminator into the Science Minator, you know?
The science.
But it's
I
funny.
thought it was an actual like piece of machinery or something that she had that was like a radio frequency that did it.
No, no,
Okay.
it was all just the touch of a caring female. Because if you even go
Uh,
back to the Ang Lee one, which technically isn't canon, they do that shit in there too.
okay.
And the only like tying thing to the was it Edward Norton Hulk is that general that's
Hmm.
in that movie is also the general that is in
Civil
Civil
War.
War. Yeah.
Yeah, he made Secretary of State. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, yeah, for some reason I thought that was a piece of machinery that was on her hand, and that's why it had to be her, like, cause she was the one who constantly carried it. Obviously I felt I didn't. It wasn't like something big. I thought it was just like something that was like almost like a tattoo, but not really, like an apparatus that was just attached to
Like a
whatever
like those art those help me out, Patrick. Those
henna
those like well not henna, but
or
like the local or close area data transfer things.
okay,
Like
yeah,
like fucking amiibos and Toys to Life shit use those all the time.
Oh, gotcha.
okay, yeah. I mean that's what I thought it was, and then to see Thor like actually try like touch his wrists and operate through like
Try to touch the palm of his hand and do the little
yeah, yeah, like,
the sun's going
sun's
down,
getting
big
real,
guy. Sun's
sun's
getting
getting real
real
low.
low.
And the
Best
fact,
part.
okay, I was like, it was funny the first time, especially when it almost started like he was like, "What?" Bah! And he
Yeah.
wigs out, and then for like the next afterwards, when he finally like turns into Banner and he tries to keep him calm and he just keeps saying that shit, I wanted to punch him. I was
And
like,
Banner was like,
"Shut
"Would you
up!"
stop saying that?"
But I thought Valkyrie was cool. She annoyed me at first. I get it. You're an alcoholic. That was about
Well,
it.
yeah. Because I mean, her entrance is just, oh look, she's fucking wasted.
Yeah.
Um,
Falls off the ship.
you know what? I'm sorry. We gotta stop real quick because we gotta talk about the star of this movie. Okay, Korg. Was it Korg? I think that was his name. The rock guy.
I don't remember his name. I remember Doug though.
Well, Doug's
Doug's
dead.
gonna be there.
Yeah,
Oh, Doug. Yeah.
but that character.
Poor Doug. That character was great.
That character is, to me, it's like the fuck. I can't remember his name. The little Hispanic guy in Ant-Man. It's like it's not what you're there to see, but fuck, man, does he make that movie 10 times better?
I never saw Ant-Man.
I'm done. Good night, everybody.
It's like the one Marvel movie I haven't seen.
Oh.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, no, I agree. I thought like of all the jokes that they tried to make in this movie, and some of them they did successfully because we had to like remember to not laugh too loudly because of the father and son sitting in front of us. There were only 4 people in this theater, and we were, at least I was trying to not be overly rambunctiously disrespectful about it. Ian at one point was like,
Dude, it was fucking funny. And look, I had to deal with that little fucking kid putting his damn arms up for the movie, okay? Go fuck him, I'ma laugh at the jokes.
So, yeah, but I thought, I mean, that was the best comedic character in the movie. Scourge was worthless.
No.
Stupid.
He was a plot device that just
didn't work.
No, it was, oh God. I hated him so much, and it wasn't because you were supposed to hate him. It was more one of these things. It was like, what the fuck are you doing here? It's like that one guy that you knew back in like high school that always hung around your circle of friends, but nobody really liked him and nobody invited him. All of a sudden, he just showed up at shit, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I was that guy.
Shit, I finally got one on you. Other than the fact that you're short.
He's so funny. I swear I'm gonna kill him one day. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that out later. Because if he actually dies in under strange circumstances, I'm gonna have to like delete the YouTube channels.
Oh no, we all know who's gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Steadius.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Steadius.
No, yeah, well, yeah. Just about any woman. Any woman I know probably fucking have a right to kill me. Except my mom's. Right? My mom's loves me. Hi, moms. She tells me I'm beautiful and wonderful.
Well, I mean, moms lie to their kids. It's what they do. My mom lies to me all the time.
Yeah. Who's my big
boy? Basically. Even though my little brother's taller than I am. Anyway. Now it's interesting to me when you look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe and you say, okay, this is how the comic book superheroes do it. And then you look at like the actual legend of the Acer, and you're like, Loki and Hela are not brother and sister.
Well, adopted brother and sister.
Yeah. Hel and Fenris are his kids. Fenris and Hel are brother and sister.
But Fenris is a giant wolf.
Fenris is a giant wolf, giant shape-shifting wolf that is bound in hell by this ribbon that the dwarves made out of like 6 impossible things? 7. I don't remember. But
look, I don't follow Norse mythology, okay?
Yeah.
Celt Woo, have another beer, you know? I think I will. Here in a minute.
I feel like I need to catch up.
Oh no, he's gonna pull out the butt pirate.
Almost dropped this, you son of a bitch. Because I'm holding on to the bottle at the bottom.
Would have been hilarious.
It would have been
hilarious. It would have shattered.
No, it wouldn't have. That
I don't know, man.
Thick as fuck, man.
It might be, but there's stuff for it to fall on. You dick face.
Dick face?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you didn't call me Nick Face, then we're fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I know we both like the movie. An interesting point. So, what were you trying to get me to look at? Because I thought I saw what you wanted me to look at, and I don't remember what it was now.
So
on the building on
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
planet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's two things that I want to talk about. One is a little Easter egg that ties to the old World War Hulk comic book series. Oh God, oh shit. And you can actually see it in the animated movie for World War Hulk, where a Thor character shows up as one of the alternate Thors, which is the guy with the kind of like pterodactyl type head. So if I'm remembering correctly, in that little animated movie, when Hulk shows up on that planet and he's not the champion, that Thor guy is the champion. So throughout the movie, you can see that the Grand Master is putting faces on the side of his building for his champion. Like, this was my first, this is my second, third, fourth, that kind of fucking thing, right? And so that must have been the most recent champion, because throughout the movie you'll see them building Hulk's face in like a center spot, as if the Grandmaster was like, "You're never fucking leaving." Um, which that shit fucked with my head, man. Okay, so the Grandmaster says, if you could be my champion, you could go. But if he says that to everybody, how does he still have a champion?
I think he's supposed to have rotating champions, but the Hulk doesn't want to leave.
Okay, I can see that. But if I landed
So
on the
it's
planet, it
you
was
land,
uh-huh,
you fight current champion
uh-huh.
head motherfucker in charge. You become new head motherfucker in charge
But I want
if you don't want to leave,
Oh, okay, fine. Okay,
right?
I'll give.
So
Well, then again, yeah,
Hulk
because
gets
Hulk
the choice, and Hulk likes to smash lots of things
doesn't want to leave.
with my dick.
Just realized I'm still wearing that shirt. That makes me have to cover up an emblem.
um, yeah, you really gotta like work on that.
What, my hair or wearing my work shirt?
Wearing your work shirt when we do
I
these
even
things,
told
you
myself,
get self
dumbass,
conscious.
fucking,
Can't see squat.
You know
no,
what you need? You need you one of these Apex Fitness hoodies.
sweet. Can I get one for
Just
free? Thanks,
throw
buddy.
on. No, you can't get one for free. I think they're gonna be $45 hairs.
Fuck that shit. I'll buy one with the world's greatest assassin on it, Deathstroke. That shit.
He had to get Deathstroke out while I was drinking, and he still said it really fast.
Um, But okay, so the other thing that's kind of a gripe for me, other than Scourge.
Yeah. What else didn't you like?
So it might just be me. I noticed it the first time, so the second time around, I was like really fucking looking at it. Like, okay, let's think back real quick to Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when we watched it, and they made what's his name look young. The fuck was his name? Help me out, guys. Come on. He was he was Snake Plissken. He was in Thing, uh, Escape from New York.
I don't. Kurt Russell?
Yes, that's it, Kurt Russell. Fuck, I was about to. Here's the fucked up thing: there is literally a poster for Big Trouble in Little China right fucking here
With
Kurt
his name
Russell
on it.
written on it, and I didn't look in that direction. But there's a scene in that movie, spoiler, where they make him look young, and if you look at it, you can kind of see where it doesn't work. Or if you go back and look at Tron Legacy, where I think it was Jeff Bridges, I think is his name, yeah, where they try to make him look young, and you can kind of see the cracks in the mold, if you get what I'm talking about. Well, there's plenty of times, not every time, but there's plenty of times when Hela's got the fucking head spiders up, that her face doesn't look right.
Yeah,
Like
like they messed up the CG on her helmet
Yeah,
or
well,
something.
yeah, or it's one of these things where like they fucked up something here as far as makeup was concerned or lighting, and so they went ahead and just overlaid like a weird.
So it does change if you notice when she's got her just when her hair's down and she doesn't have the helmet thing on, you can tell that she looks older. And like she goes into battle mode, and
That was kind of fucking dumb as well, because there's a scene where she walks into an area, pulls it down, has a conversation, and then puts it up. It's like, Mom, fuck you. Just like snap. I don't need you to fucking make it look
Yeah.
like I'm gonna take out my earrings and beat the shit out you.
It's one thing to slap your umbrella on the ground and, all of a sudden you are holding a hammer and dressed as Thor.
Did you not pick
But
up on the glimmer that was on that?
um,
Like anytime he moved it, you could hear the.
yeah. Oh no, I heard it. Yeah. Well, and if you didn't catch it at first, if you don't catch it when he puts his hand out when he's
Oh
hanging
yeah,
out with Doctor Strange and it's
and he's like,
destroying the fucking house and he
he's-
just grabs his umbrella, then
that's one of the best scenes too, because
it's
he's like
hilarious
sitting
because
there,
it
he's
takes
like, all of a
forever.
sudden he's like, sorry.
I
I
like
wanted.
I like the beginning scene, like the opener.
Oh
when
yeah,
he's with Surzak.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that did actually a really good job of kind of setting the comedic tone for the movie as well, in my opinion. Because
hold
of
up, coming back around. Give me a second.
yeah. So to explain, there's the scene where Hulk's hanging on a chain and he's slowly rotating.
Thor, not
Son
Hulk.
of a bitch! Hang on.
One is big and green. One is not as big and is a white guy.
He's just envious, kind of green. But yes, Iron Man is hanging upside down from this chain, and he's slowly spinning as he's talking to him. And so like you do, because I have a chair out there that I game with, that when I put my legs up, like I've got my legs up like right now, like there's my knee, like I put my legs up like this, and my chair will slowly rotate in one direction, like what Ryan's doing now. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, hang on, I'll be back. Okay, there we go. I thought he was just trying to show off the back of his sweet Apex Fitness hoodie.
No, I
45
mean,
doll hairs. I could get. You saw that video. I could get 45 doll hairs. I'll just punch that bitch open and start ripping them fuckers out. That fucking doll.
Pure terror. Come on, you did it a second ago. I was looking at the Legos, and I heard that behind me. Get the fuck out of here.
Not. Jeff Goldblum was really good in it too. I thought he did really well, because he's sometimes hit or miss, but in this, I think it was another one of those roles that kind of really fits his quirky fucking acting style.
you reminded me of Jurassic Park, Jeff Goldblum.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'll give you that. Oh, good God. Pardon me. Fuck.
You're gonna be okay, buddy.
I'll be fine. Okay. I'm okay. He totally. Yeah, he did kind of hit that, but it's kind of a like. What's the best way to say it? It's kind of like an old senile man in that kind of vein. In the Dr. Ian, yeah, kind of vein. Where he's like a little crazier, but also like I know that they had to kind of cut those a little bit, but there's like large holograms of him periodically throughout the movie, and sometimes they'll be like moving, but then they'll like cut to another like stance, and it makes sense for how he's talking, as if he filmed this and then edited it down and then used it for what it needed to be. Another
I thought his character played well.
Yeah, no, and
Definitely.
he was another character that didn't feel like bullshit. Granted,
Yeah.
there was only one. Scary.
And to be honest, so like, I don't want to cut you off, but I know we're talking about gripes, and one that's kind of been sitting at me since we saw it. I've kind of been about it. Is I feel like the setup was this is Ragnarok. This is supposed to be like when everything starts to go down and it starts to get crazy, and Hela actually like destroys Asgard. Well, we know that doesn't happen. Something else destroys Asgard. But I feel like there wasn't enough emphasis on the conflict, but the main conflict of the fucking movie, which is Thor and Hela, there wasn't enough emphasis there. It was, we start with Thor going, Ragnarok's coming because I'm dreaming about it. Where's Dad? Where's Dad? And then Odin dies, and then Hela's released, and then she like just breaks Mjolnir because I mean, why not? Let's just go ahead and shatter that real quick.
Like you do.
Yeah, just a whoop whoop and bye. It's not like people. If you haven't seen the movie yet, you know that happens because it's in a trailer.
In fact, the scene in the trailer is different from the scene in the movie, which is really weird. Or at least
Yeah.
the trailer I saw, it looked like it happened on a city street.
That's what I thought too. I thought it happened on like an Asgard street, not on the edge of a cliff in Norway, or like it was on the Bifrost Bridge on the Asgard side. Yeah, there were a couple of editing changes from trailer to final cut that I noticed like that too, like how Thor's only got one eye at the end when he's all covered in lightning going at Hela being Mr. Raiden. And in the trailer he's got both eyes in that exact same scene.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like there's the picture, there's the promotional picture out there of sorry. There's the promotional picture out there of Thor, the Valkyrie, Loki, and Hulk standing on the Bifrost. And at that time frame, Homeboy would have lost said facial feature.
Yeah.
That and they altered the picture so that you don't see that. And that was also one of the things coming out. So Thor's character goes through a drastic change in this. Not only does he get a haircut, but something else happens to his facial features, as we've alluded to or blatantly said, and I'm not willing to repeat. See Deathstroke. I looked at my son
He
after
becomes his dad.
well, yeah. I looked at my son after the movie and I was like, so how long do you think they're going to wait before they make that alteration to the action figures?
Ooh.
And he was like, that's a good question. I go, do you think they'll wait till Infinity War?
Probably. If I would say in between now and Christmas.
Well, see,
To be honest.
here's the thing. My son is huge into Legos, like big into Legos. And these Lego sets for these movies come out before the movie comes out, and I'm always telling my son, look, don't tell me about the sets. Don't tell me about the play features of the set, right? Well, there's only two sets. One is the Colosseum, and the other is the ship that they go to Asgard in. The round
pleasure
one.
ship?
Yeah.
The pleasure orgy ship?
And as we're watching the movie, as the scene with Bruce Banner in Asgard and that ship is taking place, my son looks at me real quick and then looks at the movie. There's the scene basically where Banner leaves the ship, and my son goes, so that's a play feature in the Lego set. Now it makes sense as to why the Hulk is not in it in the Lego set. So I'm going to kind of just leave that one out there in the air. Granted, we've stated it's a spoiler cast, but we don't want to spoil all the good jokes. Like, I'm not going to spoil the best joke in that whole fucking movie. Oh my goddamn. The last little bit from Korg when they're talking about where to go with the Asgardians. Even the second time around, I laughed stupid long. I didn't laugh half as long as I did when I saw it with my son. Like, to the point where people were, like, looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Because, to me, it was fucking hilarious. Now, I don't know if everybody else is going to find it that funny, but I thought it was pretty damn funny. Would you just go lay down?
I thought that anything that character said was funny for the most part. Like when Surzak is busy working on destroying Asgard and he comes in and goes, oh yeah, the foundations are solid, they'll be all right, everything's good. Nope, definitely not.
Oh no, now the foundations have been totally destroyed.
The fact that he had that weird British accent is, I think, is what
It
made
is
it
such a
it's
like
perfect.
relaxed voice. He's like, "Oh, hey, buddy, whoa, calm down." And he's a big, fucking, menacing kind of looking character. He's like, "Hi, I'm
It's-
Korg,
it's
living rock, as you could tell." He's just
Perishable rock. Oh, look, just perished a little bit more there. Yep.
the piece fell off. He's and I
The
didn't
Mascadians, they're hard to perish.
I didn't catch it the first time I saw the movie because I guess I had run to the bathroom. There's a scene where Loki is in favor. Are you seriously going to do this?
Hi,
Okay.
Tifa.
So, don't touch the microphone, at least. Jesus. So
Eat
there's
the
this
microphone.
there's this scene where Loki is in favor with the Grand Master, and Thor is in the little prison underneath. You are standing on my penis. There we go. And so Loki does his little transference, like holographic, fucking Asgardian mind magic, to visit with Thor, and they have this long drawn out conversation. And I totally missed the scene the first time, but he comes running in and he kicks the wall and he's like, "Get out of here, you scary ghost," or something like that. It's like, "Oh, he's gone now."
He
And
does it after he leaves, though.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, he's totally
Loki
fucking up.
disappears and he's late.
Yeah, he comes running in like a Monday morning quarterback and kicks the wall. He's like, "What was it? Piss off, you scary ghost," or something. Oh, there was another joke that I laughed at. Ryan didn't react to, and I think it's because I watched a shit ton of British comedy when I was a kid, like Monty Python, Gesundheit, and there's a part where Thor is telling Korg about his hammer, and how he uses it to fly, and he's like, "Oh, so you ride the hammer?" He's like, "No, no, no, no." And he's like, "Okay, well, the hammer rides on your back." He's like, "No, no, it would pull me off." "Oh, it pulls you off." That's a term for
Yeah,
somebody. So
I caught it. I just didn't bust out laughing at it.
God,
I thought it was funny.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Again, best character in the movie, like bar none. Bar none.
There's a fucking meme going around of a shot of Chris Pratt from Parks and Recreation where he's doing that kind of face, and it's like, what if Korg and the little Mexican guy from Ant-Man met? But Ryan wouldn't know anything about that because the motherfucker hasn't seen Ant-Man. Fucking idiot. I'm gonna break
Sorry,
you,
buddy.
and you're gonna watch that. You're gonna love it, dude. It's right up your fucking alley. If this was good for you, you're gonna like it.
I don't know. I think it's just because I'm not a massive Paul Rudd fan, and it's not that I don't like him. I liked him in Civil War, but eh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's 2 hours of that. So I mean, if that's not something you want, although
I
I can't.
mean, if somebody was letting me borrow it, I'll watch it. But it's
Yeah,
not
I'll
a
let
movie
you.
I'm gonna buy
Wait,
to
you
watch.
know what?
Yeah.
Just wait till the next movie night. We'll watch that and Space Hunters, which is a shitty fucking '80s movie that I bought because I haven't seen it in forever, and it was like $7, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy it."
Woohoo!
What the fuck else was I gonna say? Oh, I cannot wait for Infinity War when we get the fucking quips of fucking flying. You got Tony Stark, you got Star-Lord, you got Spider-Man, you got Paul Rudd. Dude, these little motherfuckers
It's
are
gonna be
just
a movie of one-liners. It's gonna be
they're
nothing but one-liners.
flippy as fuck. I really hope Nathan Fillion shows up for some fucked up reason and just pops in and says something. I have an itch.
I don't know. I thought the fake Infinity Gauntlet in the fucking vault was hilarious.
That was good too.
Fake.
And it's such a quick scene to where if you like look away for like a
Yeah.
split second, you see her knock the glove over and say fake. You hear her say fake. And
Yeah.
then when she walks by the Tesseract and she's like, what was it, impressive or something like that? What the fuck?
Yeah. I still think Loki took it.
The Tesseract?
Mhm.
Sorry,
They
I
made
found
sure
the-
to point. They made sure to point out that he stared at it as he walked by it, knowing that it was a callback to the first Avengers movie. But at the same time, it's Loki. You know that motherfucker stole it.
Yeah.
You know he did. So I don't know. But all in all, if you were to rate the movie, what would you rate it? Having seen it twice.
Um.
Whole numbers. Whole numbers.
Whole numbers?
Whole numbers. No decimals, no fractions, no math.
9.
Ooh.
9. Currently, it is my favorite MCU movie.
Wow.
Like, it's my faves. Or as the British say, it's my best.
I hate that I said whole numbers because I don't want to give a whole number now.
Yeah, you fucking cock! I'm gonna easily give it an 8.5 because that's a cop out number.
I'll round up because he had to round up and give it an 8. I would have, if we did a non-whole number version, it would be a 7.5, but I don't think it. I think a 7 is too low. I think an 8 out of 10 is what it's worth to me. I think my biggest gripe is the fact that it was set up to be this giant battle fight, and that battle and that fight was approximately 10 minutes at the end of the movie. It was more of a Hulk has conversation with Thor movie, and I feel like there was a big miss in the fact that Planet Hulk has not been a movie.
Well, see, I had this conversation with someone recently where we were talking about the Hulk, and Hulk's had 2 movies, neither of which did very well. So it's kind of one of these things where
Yeah, but Hulk has had 2 movies outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Where
Incredible Hulk is considered part of it. Granted, the actor changes as to who plays Bruce Banner, but the Incredible Hulk is inside because Tony Stark shows up at the end in the end credit scene.
Yeah, you're right.
So
yeah. But to be honest, I think now though, if you use Ruffalo and you use the current version of Hulk, I think you get a lot more success out of it. Especially after the screen time that Hulk got with the lines that he got in Ragnarok.
I will give you that because it's really hard to build character for a character that is nothing but Jekyll and Hyde.
Right.
And when Hyde is kind of the big draw, but all he does is break shit. But now through Avengers 2, and then this, you've gotten kind of enough build up. I can kind of agree with you, but I seriously don't think you're ever going to see a standalone Hulk movie without any other
Avengers
or MCU character showing up in some way, shape, or form. Because
even cameos are fine. Fucking Tony Stark shows up in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That's not a fucking cameo, dude. He's in.
He's a major part of the movie. So I mean, and Spider-Man itself has had 5 movies.
Yes.
Right.
No, that would be.
This would be 6.
Is the 6,
Homecoming is 6, right? But before that, it was 5 movies. None of them were Marvel Cinematic Universe at the time, right? They were all Sony. They were all Sony. They were the Sony licensing. But no, obviously, Homecoming is a start of that. But it was like Spider-Man was what, a third of Civil War, maybe a fourth of Civil War, as far as character contributions go, because he was really only there for that one fight. And then in Homecoming, Stark was, I want to say, like a solid third of the movie.
Yeah.
As far as character contributions go. So I do think if Hulk were to have his own movie, like his own Planet Hulk, or like if they went down that path, you would have to introduce other Marvel characters within it. Even if no, because I don't even think in the Planet Hulk ones, I don't think Wolverine actually shows up there.
No.
Because the only time that Old Man Logan starts to encounter stuff is the Hulk's descendants.
Yeah. Well, so there was actually, when Wolverine was first introduced into the Marvel comic book universe, Wolverine first showed up in Hulk comic book. Like, I don't remember the actual fucking story, but this is back when Wolverine had
I used to remember the issue number for that.
Painted on his fucking mask. That's how I had a trading card that had it on there. I probably still have that fucking card up in the closet somewhere.
Nice. Yeah. But I think it was a missed opportunity. I do think it's a thin missed opportunity, right? Because there's not much there. I mean, there's obviously a point within the Marvel comic universe where Hulk and Banner kind of merge, and Hulk gains that intelligence and just exists as Hulk because that's
Gray
Banner's
Hulk.
choice. Yeah. And I mean, hell, imagine Red Hulk showing up at some point if they started to go down that line.
as long as they don't just blah right into it. Like there was an animated series that was called The Agents of Smash, which was Hulk's son from World War Hulk, She-Hulk, Red Hulk, and then I can't remember the name of the other guy, but it was basically a hulking type character, but it wasn't green. It was like purple or blue and stone with spiky bits. It was the kid that Bruce Banner saved in the first issue of the Hulk. It's a whole big thing. And the fucked up thing is I don't like Hulk. And look at how many issues of Hulk I have referenced in this one conversation.
Ah,
I'm
What?
nerd.
regardless, all of you lovely people should still go see Ragnarok and form your own opinion.
Yes.
Even if you don't go see it in the theater, I definitely think it's worth. Yep. See, Tifa agrees. Tifa says go see it. Go see
Yeah,
the
I'll
movie.
definitely see it when it comes out to Blu-ray.
Go
Yeah,
see it.
um,
Take a comforter to snack on.
I know.
so funny.
I know, Patrick. When it comes out on Blu-ray, you'll pick it up. We'll probably do a movie night and watch it.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll watch that in Ant-Man.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if this movie dropped before Christmas on Blu-ray.
It won't. Nope.
Uh,
Nope. That's usually a 6-month cycle.
Hmm.
I wouldn't surprise me if it came out in January, though, because usually they want to have the last movie out on Blu-ray before the next movie comes out. And I think
so you can. Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
and I think, well, but then again, Black Panther doesn't really tie in to Thor. It ties into
It's like a
Civil
side
War.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's gonna be a good fucking movie.
I can't wait.
That trailer is awesome. That trailer is awesome. I also can't wait for Justice League to drop. Yeah. So I don't know, but we can sit here and talk about bullshit like this for hours.
That's why we do podcasting stuff.
Yeah. Yay.
Look for the next upcoming episode when some of us talk about some dumb shit. Some see the dog hates it.
Magic fire with extra enemies.
Awesome.
We're gonna get into this on a later thing that's gonna drop video for your face, eyes, ears.
Yeah. Next episode will definitely be a kind of another review cast, but it'll be the review on the games that we've played lately. I'm gonna review Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm currently playing through that. Hopefully we'll have a Destiny 2 raid review to discuss. And then Ian's gonna review Doom, and I think Patrick will probably be good at that point to review some Hellblade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Or some Resident Evil 7. You can review Resident Evil 7. It's okay. You've watched enough of it.
Maybe Ian will finish it at some point.
You need to finish it out.
No, I never said I was going to finish it. So just so that we're clear, there will be a Saturday night
3-minute
sometime
gameplay
in the near future where I'm going to do what me and Steadies have been doing with Fatal Frame. We're going to do it so that she's reading chat to me. It takes me out of the total immersion. But because we surpassed our goal on Extra Life, I made the agreement that I would play some more Resident Evil, but I want to promote it so that we get plenty of people watching it.
We'll do that.
If there's people watching it, then I will continue to play it. If nobody's fucking watching it, I'm gonna switch over to Cuphead because I don't put firecrackers in my asshole for my own personal amusement. I said
Not
asshole.
anymore.
She like looked up at me like, what? What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, we're gonna promote the hell out of that as soon as we have the date. So stick around, take a look at that. Make sure you hit the little oh hey, I don't know where I am on Patrick's recording, so make sure you hit in the bottom right where it says subscribe. Thanks to all the new subscribers, we're now at 66. Hey,
3 more and everybody gets
right?
a yeah.
That scares me because I don't know what midget hooker he's gonna call for that. That's
It's It's gonna. God damn it! Hang on.
We sit together.
I'm gonna call up my girl Pendulum. Get it? Because all the strippers are named Chandelier, and she's a transgender quadriplegic Polynesian hooker. It's a Pendulum. Stop touching the microphone, dog.
So yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get the notifications because we put game videos up most of the time. Drop a like, drop a comment, let us know if you want us to review something that we haven't already talked about, or you want us to play something, let us know. We'll see what we can work out. I actually still have to play Doom.
And you should.
Yeah.
It's actually in my Xbox right now because he was talking shit during his Extra Life stream about something, and I was like, you know what? Let's go 1v1, motherfucker. And it never happened because he was like, nope, ignore.
I wanted to finish.
He wanted to
the fucking
finish.
game.
Yeah, I get it. So I have to play that, and I'll probably rage out quite a bit. I still finished Gears of War 4. Whole bunch of stuff, and I hate to reference it, but I have some stuff in the backlog that I need to finish. So I have games to play. I'm hoping I can get Shadow of War before the year's out. I put that on like the birthday Christmas list, and when that happens, I'll stream that too. So,
because that I'll watch you stream, because this fucking go around, I'm not falling for the bullshit hype of everybody saying no, fucking Shadow of Mordor is fucking awesome, and then I play 3 hours of it, and I'm like, this isn't fun for me at all.
yeah. So I'll probably, to be honest, playing Assassin's Creed Origins first will probably have me disappointed in playing Shadow of War.
I could see that.
Well, so here's what you do. You put a palate cleanser in the middle. I don't know, something fast and stupid that you can pick up and then put down at any given point. Doom! Oh, that's it. You put Doom in the middle of the two. It'll the linear-ish maps will kind of lock you back into a different mindset, and then you'll be more than willing to jump into an open world, fucking stupid ass microtransaction filled loot box fuckfest that is Shadow of War.
I think someone's salty.
This is just my feelings on the game. What do you think, Tifa?
Just small opinion.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. So keep an eye on the channel. Stay tuned. Hang out. We'll drop content. You'll enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, well, then I don't know what to tell you.
Then fuck off if you don't enjoy it.
There's other YouTube channels.
We don't do this for you. Kinda.
Kind of, sorta.
Kind of, sorta.
Kind of, sorta, maybe.
We're gonna keep doing what the fuck we want to do. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. But don't tell your friends.
Yeah.
Tell your friends to check it out, because they're cool people. You're not. You're not. Get off of our channel.
Wow.
We love all of you.
We
love
do.
all of you.
Everyone.
With dog hair.
Right. So, and on that note, we'll catch y'all on the flip.